Mormon and welcome. This ain't no podcast as always. And today with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Servus.
I was not expecting that. But I was expecting not to expect something, so it doesn't count.
A kids movie. But to be fair, it's original and it's pretty good in my opinion.
I don't know, I didn't watch the movie. No, joking.
Just joking. Okay. Because it's a kids movie, we don't analyze it too much also, like the framing or some scenes. It's about, it's about fun, and it's about a video game. In my opinion, one of the best video game adaptation to this date. And we will talk about a little bit the controversial design about Sonic. It was like a kind of a meme, or was it like about a conspiracy theory?
Dun dun dun.
Okay, let's start with the conspiracy theory. First of all, the first visualization of Sonic the Hedgehog was pretty bad. It was obnoxiously bad. I don't know why, but it was like a pretty weird design. It didn't feel like not even close to the original from Sonic from the early 90s from the game.
I don't know, maybe they wanted just to make it look like a real animal, but still.
Yeah, but a real blue animal that can talk. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but on the other hand, it was pretty good publicity.
True.
Because everyone was talking about it, and even bad publicity is good publicity.
Publicity is publicity.
Yeah, and to be honest, they changed it after the outrage from all the nerds, and they did a really good job. The new design looks fantastic. There's nothing to mock about it.
But it was a difficult road they took.
Yeah, because it delayed the movie about a year or so. And if you think about it, they have to re-render or redesign a lot of scene. But the conspiracy, what I'm talking about is like that they did it on purpose.
I don't know, man. I mean, they lost $5 million for the redesign. They had to shut down a studio. So, or maybe it was all part of the plan. We don't know. We'll never find out.
Yeah.
Let's stick to that the producers, for the first time maybe in history, heard the voices of the fans and reacted. So respect for that.
Yeah, they should do it more.
Yeah, more.
It's not like the fans are passionate about it for like 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, did you play any Sonic games in the past?
Never.
Never played?
Never played.
Oh,
I watched the series when I was a child. There was like...
Cartoon series?
Yeah, it was like, I don't know if it was an anime or just
it was a normal cartoon. Yeah.
But I think it had a cool opening, like Sonic Underground, so with electric guitar and distortion and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah, I remember it. I watch it sometimes on Saturday cartoons in Germany, and I also played the first 2 games on the Sega. I mean, the story is pretty simple. Sonic is like an alien.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. And for some mysterious reason, he has this. He's like super fast, and he lives a sad life alone. And is always watching some people in the village, but no spoilers.
Dude, it's the first minutes of the movie.
Yeah, and all right. He comes to Earth. He finally befriends someone, and then they go on a little adventure, and the government tries to find them or and do experiments on Sonic. And that's when we first see Jim Carrey as Doctor Robotnik. And he carries the movie. Jim Carrey the Carrey.
I see what they did there.
Yeah. he did a fantastic job. I mean, it feels
Only
like
he.
it feels like the old 90s Jim Carrey.
I was disappointed by the protagonist. I mean, not Sonic, but the Cyclops.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Please stop casting him. I don't like his acting.
Yeah, he was a little bit plain.
Yeah, in this movie, he was lazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there were scenes where he was talking to Sonic, and I had the feeling he was looking in an empty space because he knew Sonic wasn't real.
Yeah.
It was disappointing.
Yeah.
But okay. Indeed.
Yeah, and that's where like the movie really starts. The chasing, the fights between Sonic and Doctor Robotnik. It's like, and to be honest, it pretty much felt like back in the games, with all like the crazy machines and all. And Doctor Robotnik was always a little bit crazy. First, I thought, is Jim Carrey like overacting? Is it too much? But to be honest, it feels like a cartoon character. So it was like in the end, it was spot on. At first, yeah.
I think maybe they just wanted to adapt Jim Carrey's Robotnik to the today's standards. For example, I don't know how Robotnik was back in the day, but maybe he was a little goofy or maybe a little clumsy, or I don't know. But I think it was spot on from Jim Carrey, really.
Yeah, it was really tight. And also, at first, I was a little bit unhappy with the design or the looks of Doctor Robotnik, because he looked like nothing like the games.
But this
Spoilers.
Spoilers. It's actually canon.
Yeah.
But because Robotnik used to be slim, but later on he became fat.
Yeah. It was also like it gave a lot of character development, and what I also liked was a little bit the character development of Sonic, because he's just like he's just a teenager. He doesn't know his boundaries or what he can do, what he cannot do, like every fucking teenager. And he grow up a little bit from time to time in the movie, and like the ending was also like wholesome and stuff. But for some parts, Sonic was really annoying. But that is what he is. He's like this hyper ADSD character.
I don't know, but I was not feeling annoyed by Sonic.
Yeah, it's just my personal preference.
Yeah, okay.
But it's
okay to be wrong.
Yeah, it's okay to be wrong.
No,
but
okay.
On the other hand, it's a kids movie, and to be honest, I had a lot of fun watching the movie.
I had mixed feelings watching the movie.
And why?
Why
was that?
For one reason, I was not completely sober when I watched the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But on the other hand, I couldn't understand whom the movie was trying to appeal to. I was like, is this now a movie for past or old fans who are now adults, or is this movie for children? Because there were some scenes that were like childish. Okay, I think, wow, that's a movie for children. Some lines, especially from Dr. Robotnik, they were a little too intelligent for the average audience.
Yeah, it had like the feeling of all Disney movies.
Yeah. So I think they put too much effort to it because the movie was like bouncing between children audience and adult audience sometimes.
Yeah, and that's in my opinion, I think like that's good because it works that way. On one hand, you have like the Sonic character who appeals more to children, and you have the Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik who appeals more to the adults. And to be honest, if you don't have anything to do with Sonic, with the games or so, and you are an adult, it's really not for you. The movie is for children and for the parents that grew up with Sonic. I mean, if you grew up with Sonic, you're about our age, between 25 and 40.
Yeah, that's our age. Exactly.
Yeah.
Between 25 and 40.
Yeah, and you have probably kids now that are like between 5 or 10. So it's like it's exactly a family movie. So
yeah,
it's pretty simple.
But I think it was always it has always been the deal with children's movies. Like there comes a movie for children, but there are always like low key jokes for adults.
Yeah, because like the adult has to go into the cinema with the kid.
So maybe you get a pardon for me for doing that.
And that's what Doctor Robotnik does. I mean, he gives the jokes or the appealing for adults. That's simply it. And I enjoyed Doctor Robotnik more than I should have. I mean, I have nothing against like a whole movie only with Jim Carrey as Doctor Robotnik.
Or just Jim Carrey being himself.
Yeah, but I want just Jim Carrey. I just want Jim Carrey.
This weird relationship between Dr. Robotnik and his top henchman, this weird guy, he was like abusing him, punching him or something, or he was like his secretary. I don't know how to call him because it's Dr. Robotnik. Does he have any secretary? So let's call him.
He doesn't like people. Yeah.
So his top henchman, he was like, okay, I'm abusing you, I'm talking this way to you, but he was also low-key, deeply seeing him as a friend,
and
which
was
was
really
nice.
Supportive. Like when the scene when Dr. Robotnik was in his truck and dancing and everyone, and the guy comes in, so and dance with him a little bit, and Dr. Robotnik freaks out. Hey, you want some coffee? Yes.
Yeah, this relationship was gold.
It was really funny.
What did you like most about the movie?
Dr. Robotnik in general, everything about Dr. Robotnik I loved.
Well,
the way he moved, the way he talked. Also when Dr. Robotnik gets beaten, when he gets a punch to the face, and also like when he tries to be like above everyone else, because deep down he knows he's like Hans Wurst. He's not very strong, so he's always I have 5 doctor titles. So what about you? What do you have?
I also like the scene when Dr. Robotnik almost outplayed Sonic with his spaceship, which Sonic didn't stop the time, but he was moving too fast, so it was like stopping the time. And all the bombs and things, they're froze for us, for the common audience. And Dr. Robotnik tried to push a button, but he thought of that before, so he made the button like a scanner or something, so he didn't need to touch the button to become super fast. And then he surprised Sonic by being very fast. And then Sonic, by the power of friendship, I think, it's a children's movie, so power of friendship, got faster.
I'm so fast, you couldn't even comprehend how fast I am.
And, spoiler alert, defeated Robotnik.
Yeah.
Dr. Robotnik.
Dr. Robotnik. PhD.
ADHD. Okay.
Okay, let's get some facts as always.
First fact. What attracted Jim Carrey to his project more than anything else was that his daughter was a big fan of the Sonic games growing up.
Oh.
This one is more for the hardcore fans. When Sonic starts rolling along the ground, 2 sounds from the games play simultaneously, the Sonic spin attack sound and the dash pad sound. The movie was supposed to be action focused, and there were several script rewrites due to the original movie having more comedy focus. And another fact, one of the co-workers of the film, Van Robichaud, must be Canadian, wanted to go for PG-13 rating. However, they decided to make it PG to be more family friendly. What we said before, Robotnik being way slimmer than usual is actually a callback to Sonic the comic, where he starts out being on the thin side before gaining his iconic rotundness. Yeah, so maybe in the sequel we will see a fat Robotnik.
Yeah, would be pretty funny.
Oh, fat
Jimmy
shaming.
boy, fat Jimmy.
Insignificant, but it's still a fact. Robotnik tells his assistant, Adrian Stone, that he was trained by Native American shadow wolves. Surprisingly, that's a real thing.
So wow.
Yeah. They're trackers who are part of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so not
Crazy
so...
shit.
It was crazy.
Crazy shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's where all my facts.
Okay. But in general, I had a lot of fun with the movie. And dude, if you like Sonic the Hedgehog, watch the movie with your kid. It's good.
Or die.
Or die. Okay. Yeah, rating.
Okay, rating.
What would you give the movie?
I will give the movie an 8.
An 8. Wow, pretty good. Yeah, I would give it like a 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pretty solid kids movie. It's also it's not more for the Sonic fans because there are like tons of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Like,
especially what about the music and the jingles and the songs. It was
all the naming, the naming of the small town, the comic, some comic references, and a lot of even. His table tennis blade was a reference.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And good fight, good night.
Yeah.